There are many things that turn off men, and high-value men pay particular attention to these things. You have to remember that high-value men are quite rare to come by and are in high demand by women. For that reason, they can easily afford to have high standards when it comes to women because they are spoiled for choice. So if you are looking to be with a high-value man, you want to avoid these 8 turn-offs that I am going to share with you in this video. But before that, please take a moment to like the video and subscribe to the channel if you want to receive notifications of new videos. 1. Need for validation. A high-value man by definition is a confident man who has high self-esteem. So such a man does not want to be with a woman who lacks confidence and self-esteem. The issue is that so many women nowadays seek their self-esteem through men and how men perceive them, and that is very wrong. If you are the kind of girl who needs to get reassured and validated by her partner 24/7, you will push away high-quality men. If you need to be told, "I love you," 20 times a day, if you are constantly fishing for compliments on your looks or anything else, if you need to be reassured every time your partner is around another woman, he is going to get tired of this. High-quality men are particularly turned off by insecure, needy, clingy women who lack confidence in themselves. They pick up on it fairly quickly because they know what a secure, confident person is like. If you have issues with confidence and self-esteem, the best thing to do is to work on them before you even try to find a high-value man. The worst thing would be to meet such a man and drive him away with your lack of confidence and your need for validation. Check out the link below for more info on how to build confidence. Number 2. Investing too much too early. Some women are so needy that the moment they meet a man, they are all over him, which can be very scary for any man and high-value men in particular. When you are trying too hard to impress someone, and you invest way too much too early, you send a clear signal to a man that you are needy and desperate for a relationship. What you should do instead is develop some self-control and take things very slowly. Send signals of interest and wait for a reaction before you engage more in the relationship. If a man reciprocates to your signal, he is clearly interested in you and you can engage more with him. If he does not reciprocate, you should really just drop it because he is probably not interested. Number 3. Second-guessing and over-analyzing. There is a difference between analyzing things around you so that you always have adequate responses and actually over-analyzing. Over-analyzing is actually driven by fear, and it is precisely the fear that makes high-value men uncomfortable around women who overanalyze. So if you have the very bad habit of overanalyzing everything a man does or says to you, and if you are always trying to guess what he is thinking and read his mind, a high-value man will sense that and will intuitively understand that behind this behavior are deeply rooted fears and insecurities. And if he has any experience with that from previous experiences, he will know that you likely need to be in control at all times, which is something men are completely turned off by. Number 4. You don't have a life. High-value men are looking for accomplished women who have done something with their lives or are working towards it. They are inspired by women who have their own ambitions and dreams, outside of just being in a relationship, and will be turned off by a woman who is waiting around for a man to build her life. Men do not value women who are always available, not developing their own interests, not having hobbies. And let me tell you this, you do not have to have plans to take over the world in order to be a busy woman. The important thing is to not have all your attention on your man and you develop an interesting life outside of your relationship. Number 5. Playing games. A high-value man is by definition a mature man who does not have the time nor the energy to play games. He is also probably a smart man who is going to see right through your games. So if he senses that you are playing games, for example making him wait for hours to make a point, always waiting for him to call you or text you first, and generally not being spontaneous, he will be turned off by you quickly. He will be thinking, yet another one who thinks the only way to win me is by deceiving me because she does not believe that her value is enough to make me fall in love with her. In other words, don't look for shortcuts. Also, if you are looking to seriously level up your dating and relationship game and do the work, check out the link in the description below for some of the best relationship online courses. Number 6. Negative. High-value men are very picky when it comes to who they spend time with and who they allow into their circle. They really do not like to expose themselves to unhappy and negative people. The fact that we live in a world that is increasingly challenging with its fair share of negativity does not mean you have to bring that negativity to the relationship. High-value men are looking for a blossoming, happy, positive, joyful, and full of energy woman with who they can enjoy life, despite all the negativity around. So be that happy woman if you want to attract and keep a high-value man. Number 7. Not very intellectual. I am not saying that you must have a PhD in order to attract a high-value man, and sometimes it can even play against you, but high-value men are usually successful men who exhibit intellectual curiosity to the least, and most often are looking for a woman who is well-spoken, is able to have an interesting conversation and has some intellectual curiosity. It is only natural that they won't be attracted to someone with whom a conversation would be limited to what is on your Instagram feed or what kind of clothes such or such celebrity was wearing, at least not for a long-term relationship. Number 8. Too confrontational. High-value men absolutely hate confrontation and drama. So if you are the sort of woman who is always nagging and blaming and turning every small little thing into a big argument, he will not stick to you for long. Number 9. Ungrateful. High-value men are, for the most part, very genuine and very generous. When a high-value man does something for a woman, he most likely does not expect the same thing in return in equal value. That being said, he does expect a woman to appreciate the gesture and to be grateful. High-value men know their value and do not like to be taken for granted by a selfish woman who is only there for what it is in it for her. They would not take it even for 1 minute. All a high-value man wants from you is to notice all the nice things he does and to simply say thank you.